Guess what? Our extra special story, Pim Pim's Grand Adventure, should be hitting the Australian Yodo store any minute. Make sure you jump on quick so you can grab your copy. And did you know you don't even need a Yodo player to be able to listen to Pim Pim's Grand Adventure? If you get the card, you can tap it on a phone and it will load into the Yoto library. Get in quick because stocks are limited and it will sell out. All right, enjoy the story. One day, 3 little kids named Orion, Bodey and Kaia were all super excited because today they were going to an orchard. They were going to get to do some apple picking. Now, they were in the car driving to the orchard and they were talking about all the exciting things that they were going to do. I want to pick one of the red ones, said Orion. I like the red one too, said Bodey. I like the green one, said Kaia. Green, 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 green. Yes, the green ones are fun too, but I wonder how many different types of apples there'll be. I bet there's going to be lots. I hope the trees are completely covered. As the car drove into the car park of the orchard, the kids could see all the trees. Look at them all, said Bodey. Yeah, said Orion. There's so many apples. Yeah, said Kaia. I'm going to eat them all. The kids jumped out of the car and raced in towards the orchard. They went over to the man that was running the farm. Okay, he said. Now, go have lots of fun. Pick as many apples as you like, but just be careful for the secret apples. Secret apples, said the kids. What are the secret apples? Well, I can't tell you that, said the man. It's a secret. So the kids went racing off into the orchard, starting to look for some apples. All right, I'll pick this one, said Orion, and this one. Oh, look at this one, said Bodey. It's so red. I'm eating apples, said Kaia, as she had found 3 different apples and she was sitting on the ground, taking bites out of them all one by one. What's it taste like, said Bodey. Amazing, said Kaia. Yeah, they're good apples, aren't they, said a voice. Who said that, said Orion. It was me. All of a sudden, out from behind one of the apple trees stepped a teddy bear. Who are you, said Bodey. Oh, I'm Teddy Winkle, and I love apples. Me too, said Kaia. Oh, yeah, good work. Have you found the secret apples yet? Secret apples, said the kids. We heard about them, but we don't know where to find them. Well, this is your lucky day because I know exactly where to find them. Really, said Orion. Really, said Teddy Winkle. Come on, follow me. So, the 3 kids started running along with Teddy Winkle the teddy bear and looking through all the different rows of apples. Is it this row, said Orion. Not this row, said Teddy Winkle. What about this one, said Bodey. Not this one. What about this one, said Kaia. They're grapes, not apples. Oh, sorry, said Kaia. But that's the trick. They are down this one. What? Said the kids. Come on, follow me. The kids started running down the row with the grapevines instead of the apple trees. As they got halfway down, they could see, hey, why does that grapevine have different coloured grapes on it? It seems that they're all red ones except for this little section here, said Orion. Are they blue? Said Bodey. Ha ha! You found the secret entrance. What? Said the kids. Secret entrance? All right, pick one of the blue grapes and see what happens. Okay. So the kids each picked a blue grape. As they picked it, the vine started to open up. And behind it, there was some kind of doorway. Come on, let's go, said Teddy Winkle. So Teddy Winkle and the kids walked through the little doorway behind the vine with the blue grapes. And inside, there were some sparkling apple trees. Whoa, said the kids. These must be the secret apples. They are, said Teddy Winkle, and they're amazing. All right, now, when you're picking the secret apples, you got to be very careful. Why is that, said Orion. You got to be careful not to drop them. How come, said Bodey. Oh, I can't tell you that. That's a secret. Okay, said the kids. All right, now, everybody pick one each. It's important that you only pick one and that you're very, very careful. Okay, said the kids. Now choose wisely, said Teddy Winkle. The kids started looking at all the trees, trying to work out which one was the right apple to pick. As they looked, Bodey noticed something. Can anybody else hear that? No, they said. It seems to be some kind of noise. It's a very nice noise, but where's it coming from? I can't hear anything, said Orion. Me either, said Kaia. Ho, 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 said Teddy Winkle. Why are you laughing like that, said Orion. Oh, haha, you'll see. As Bodey listened, he started to follow the noise until... It's coming out of this apple, he said. What does that mean, said Teddy Winkle. I think this is the apple I'm meant to pick, said Bodey. So he reached up with 2 hands and carefully pulled out the apple. Oh, it tingles in my hand, said Bodey. I can hear a noise, said Orion. Ha ha, follow it, said Teddy Winkle. So Orion followed the noise that he could hear. It was a sweet sound that only his ears could pick up. And it led to an apple as well. Oh, look at it, said Orion. It's so shimmery. He pulled the apple from the tree. It's buzzing in my hands. Hold on tight, said Teddy Winkle. Then Kaia started spinning around in circles. Kaia, what are you doing, said Bodey. Yes, said Orion. You look like you're having fun. I can hear the noise, said Kaia as she spun around and around and around. It's coming from... this way! She raced off between 2 of the trees. Or is it this way? She ran off between 2 of the other trees. Oh, it's here, she said. Whoa, said the boys. That's the biggest apple I've ever seen, said Teddy Winkle. Kaia reached up and grabbed an apple the size of a basketball. I think it's this one, she said, as she pulled the apple off the tree. All right, kids, let's go see what they can do. Do, said the kids. What do you mean? Don't you just eat them? No, don't eat it. Oh, okay, said Orion. Come on, let's go. So Teddy Winkle and the kids went back out the secret door in the secret vine, back into the apple orchard. They were carrying their apples as they went. They were very tingly and very strange and seemed to be doing something very, very peculiar. Okay, they said. What do we do now? We're being very, very careful with them. Now, said Teddy Winkle, we have an apple fight. What? Said the kids. Haha, that's the special thing about the special apples. They're for a very special apple fight. An apple fight? Don't worry, no one gets hurt. That's what they're designed for. Oh, okay. So how do we have an apple fight? Well, I count to 3, and then you throw your apples at each other and see what happens. Really, said the kids. Really, said Teddy Winkle, as he pulled out a secret apple of his own. And I'm going to join in too. All right, is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, yelled Teddy Winkle. As Teddy Winkle yelled 3, the kids ran off in different directions, carrying their secret apples. Then, when Orion spotted Bodey around the corner, he threw his towards him. But when he threw it, it didn't just fly through the air. Something strange happened. His apple sprouted wings. Then it started flying around Bodey and tickling him. Whoa, whoa, hey, who's doing... Hey, is that your apple? He yelled out. Orion was laughing so hard as he watched his apple tickling his brother. I'm going to get you, said Bodey, as he threw his apple over towards Orion. When he threw it, it started to pop out aeroplane-type wings, and it started flying through the air like a little apple fighter jet. Shoo, 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 shoo! Wow, said Orion, trying to run away. But as he tried to run, the tiny little apple fighter jet started blasting him with ping-pong balls. Boop, boop, boop! Hey, said Orion as he started running away. That's so funny! A ping-pong ball bopped him on the head. Boop! And flew up into the air. This is hilarious! Then his apple flew back to his hands, and Bodey's apple flew back as well. I wonder what will happen when we throw him next time. They ran around the corner, and there was Kaia, standing with her gigantic apple. Throw? She said. Uh-oh, said the boys. And with that, Kaia lifted her apple over her head and threw it towards her brothers. Take cover! Yelled Orion, as Bodey and Ryan dove behind 2 of the apple trees. Kaia's apple exploded into tiny bits of apple everywhere. It's like apple stew, said Orion. Yeah, said Bodey, and we're covered. Hooray, said Kaia. And hooray for me, because I've got my apple. Ready, kids? Teddy Winkle threw his in the middle, and when it landed, it split into slices of apple. Then all the slices of apple started spinning around in the air. Mine's a bit different. Open up, said Teddy Winkle. Oh, okay, said the kids. They opened their mouths, and as they did, A slice of apple flew into each of their mouths. Yum! This is amazing! So much fun! Orion and Bodey threw their apples in the air again, and their little plain apples started flying around in circles. There were the kids, sitting in the middle of the apple orchard, chewing on the most delicious apple they'd ever seen, while two little flying apples were zooming around the outside, blasting them with ping pong balls and tickling everybody. And they were completely covered in apple stew. It was very funny. The kids laughed and played all afternoon with their super secret apples that kept exploding and turning back into apples and flying around through the sky and turning back into apples. At one stage, all their apples even turned into little toy figurines, and they started talking to each other and pretending to have a tea party. The kids were very confused, but it was the most fun they had ever had. As they were playing, they heard a voice from the entrance. "Kids, it's time to go home," called their mum. The kids picked up their very special apples that had reformed into apples again and walked back towards the entrance. As they were walking past the man that ran the orchard, he looked. "Whoa, they look like some special ones," he said, as he winked at the kids. "What was that man talking about?" said their mum. "Well," said the kids, "we don't think you'd believe us. Even if we..." "I'm going to throw mine one more time," said Kaia. "What?" said their mum. The apple exploded once more. "What is this?" said the kid's mum. "Well," said Teddy Winkle, "I don't think you'd believe them, even if they told you." And that is the end of the story. This episode is brought to you by Teddy Winkle's very special, very secret apples. They're so special and so secret, I can't even tell you what they do. But make sure that you keep listening to Silly Stories for Kids and share it with every single one of your friends. This has been me, Teddy Winkle. And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.